here, and this is August's Build-A-Page kits that I'm going to do for the Build-A-Page series. Go and check out July if you're curious about why this looks like this. Essentially, I created all of July and August stuff all at the same time. You can actually still see the July kits are right here. I haven't even done them yet. They're still in the creation process. So I'm filming all this a little bit ahead of time because I am probably currently on the road right now from my trip back home. So everything had to be filmed a little bit early so that I could make sure to get it up on time for you guys. There's a giant mess here, and I do explain everything in July about what's going on, but essentially for August I decided to go ahead and create little Project Life kits. So I've already pulled all of my pictures and I showed the whole process. There is a video up right before this one that you can go and check out, and it's all about me pulling these pictures and just kind of explaining how I did it and explaining a little bit about what this box is. But essentially when I travel, I like to bring some Project Life stuff or little mini projects, and I put them all into this box. This is a really old Studio Calico Project Life kit, the monthly subscription kits that you used to be able to get. So I've kept this. I think this one is probably from like 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. I kept it. I love it. It's magnetic. It holds just enough stuff. It holds my cards and everything that I need. Travels really well with me, and so now I'm going to put this all together and kind of show you how I would put a few things into this kit to build these pages. So one thing I'm going to do that's a little bit different, I probably wouldn't do it, is I'm going to have 5 different Ziploc bags. So these are just the sandwich bags. Normally, if I was just traveling, I would have one Ziploc bag and I would put all of the pictures and stuff that I pulled into that one bag. But because I want this to really be done as the Build-A-Page and have the 5 kits prepared, I've pulled 5 Ziploc bags. So this is gonna seem really crazy, but I'm actually gonna go ahead. I do a quick flip through of everything that's in here, and I showed you that in a video. So if you are curious about this, you can definitely go and check that out. But for the sake of this particular series and getting some actual page kits done, I'm dumping all of this stuff out. So let me grab something that I can dump it into. I'm just gonna dump it into this. I explained that I get these from Dollarama in the travel section where the travel tags and stuff are. I use this for my daughter for dance, and there's one for each costume. So I have like, I think I have 15 of them, 16 of them actually, but normally I put like her special hair accessories if she has other accessories that go with her costume, the tights that go with the costume, extra shoes if there's special shoes that go with her costumes, any, you know, extras, makeup, anything like that, and a little note that explains what everything is and which costume it is, which number it goes to, and then this can just loop over the coat hanger and garment bag. So she has one of these for every costume that she has usually in a season, which was like 13, 14 of them. So, and also for Fox because he was dancing too. So I'm just gonna put it into one of these. I had pulled this out just saying that it's another type of bag or container that you could get if you wanted to make these travel kits, because it does lie flat. So there's lots of space to put a bunch of things, but it also lies flat so you could put it in your luggage if you wanted. Especially if you're taking a plane. Or you could put it in your carry-on. It would fit really nicely in your carry-on, and then you have a little travel kit to bring with you on the plane. So I am literally just going to take all this stuff, dump it in here so we can start from scratch. I may pull a bunch of this back out again, but for now, I just want an empty box. Okay, there we go. So I can put this off to the side. I have no room left on my desk, holy moly. Okay. Then the other thing that I have in here that I explained is usually when I'm putting this kit together, I love having the random stuff because I might not necessarily be pulling Project Life cards from a themed album. In this case I am. It's a travel album. So I want everything to kind of pertain to travel or Canada or that kind of thing. But in general, if I'm just bringing this with me, if we're going to, you know, a campground for a weekend or whatever, I might just pull a couple of pictures out of any album because, you know, I'm kind of in various states of having my albums completed, so there might not be a specific theme to it. So this tends to just be random stuff that I've collected. But just to kind of keep me on track a little bit, I usually have a list that I keep in here, and then I can just kind of run through quickly and make sure I haven't forgot anything. So it has things like stickers, enamel dots, sequins, die cuts, thread, Stampin' Ink, my little scissors, adhesive, my black pen, that kind of stuff. The staples that I know I use every time I put either a 12 by 12 page together or a Project Life card, or if I'm just bringing this to create embellishments and make embellishment clusters, then I still know these are the kinds of things that I would want to add to an embellishment cluster. So this is going to sit right here, and I can just keep track of the things that I know I need. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my black pen in there right away. These foam stickers I'm gonna pop in there too. This little baggie has a bunch of random little die cuts and some really flat wood veneer, like more like balsa wood than actual wood veneer. So I'm gonna pop that in there too. Anything else? Yep, okay. Then I also have some of these bits of paper. Now I know that a couple months ago I mentioned that I'm getting really good, I have been good for a while, at being really discriminatory with my leftovers and what exactly I keep for scraps. But some of these scraps are large enough that I know I would use them on a Project Life card, and so since that's what this is, I've kind of been keeping them over the last little while, knowing that I would be putting this together. So when it comes to Project Life, these are the types of scraps that obviously you can still use. You can put this on a card or whatever. So I've got a bunch of those. That's just a random die cut. Same with that. Here's another scrap. I also have some square pieces, so I'll pop all of those in there. And these are actually travel themed, sort of. Like this is a map. They came out of a 6x6 paper pad. And so I'm just gonna throw all these in here rather than put them into a specific kit, because I think these are sort of more just filler, if that makes sense. There's a couple more. When I made my layout with the tags for the scrap 5 in July, I kept these pieces. So I'm gonna throw those in there because obviously they have that fun dimensional aspect to them, and they're quite summery. So again, they might make some good layers if I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do. So I think that's as far as I'm gonna go with just some of the random stuff. I will throw some adhesive in here. I just grabbed one of these tape runners. They're from Dollarama, and I do know that it's possible that I might have to fix some of my stuff when I get back. It's good adhesive. It actually does stick and it holds quite well, but sometimes it needs a little extra helping hand. So I'm gonna throw that in there, but I always bring extra, let me see if I can, where did I put them? I always bring extra index cards, so all of my pictures will be labeled 1 through, I think I pulled 20. So 1 through 20, and if I need to make some notes and add some extra stuff, some touch-ups and that kind of thing, I'll do that. So if I think I'm being a little bit stingy on adhesive, I will definitely add the note saying to just make sure the adhesive is up to par. Okay, so let me move this out of the way, and I promise this mess will get cleaned up. But I want to just put this like this because I think this gives me a nice plain open space so you guys can see a bit better. Since all of my Project Life pictures came from the same stuff as all of these, I'm gonna use the same papers to make up my kits. I think it just makes sense that way. So I threw them into here as I was pulling them out so that I would have everything in, you know, one area and I wouldn't lose any of my little pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my first Ziploc baggie. And I've got, oh, my sweet little boy. He was so seasick on the boat, poor kid. So this and this and this, I think, and this all come from the same page. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of these into the baggie. Here you can see my little notes that I made. So this is the back of number 7. Use the same card. So if I flip this over, let's see where number 7 is. This is number 12, 10, this is number 9, this is number 8. Here's number 7. So maybe I'll put these two together. So in the album, these go like this. So I'll make sure that these two I do on the same day. And if I can get them onto the same card, I will. I know I have a bunch of shades, so I'm gonna go ahead, pop these in here. I know that they are a 4x3 card, so let's find a card that will work, or some paper that will work. But I wonder, oh, that says walk, never mind. I was gonna say, I could use this, but it says walk on it. This is Pink Fresh Studios Out and About collection. What's the back of this? It's just blue. Oh, because I kind of like this. I know it says bucket list, but I kind of like the pink because her shades are pink. And this is a bucket list thing that we did. We went whale watching. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out. This is Jen Hadfield, the Chasing Adventures collection. And the blue will work for the other side really well. So let's go ahead and do that. Just like with my other kits, when I'm putting this little travel thing together, my little travel Project Life kit, I try not to overthink things. I really try not to make everything super complicated, because then I feel like I lose motivation. I don't know why, but when something is too complicated, my brain just kind of says, I don't want to do this. I don't know. Strange. I don't think I'm alone in that though. And then I know I have some sunglasses, so let's pull the sunglasses. Where were they? Well, I'll come across them and I'll know that they're in there, but at least I have the cards for that. Now for this one, I decided to do a double pocket, so I'm actually gonna cut this in half. So I either need a full 4x6 background or two 3x4, but I think I'll do the full 4x6, and I'll go for some paper. I pulled some paper out here, and I think I kind of like this, like that. Yep, that's what I like. And then, so let me trim this down to be the right size. Then this extra piece can just pop in there, and I'll use it as an extra. And now I know that I have this as the right size. And that just helps me when I'm pulling embellishments, because now I know how much space that I have. So I'll stick that in there like that. And then I think I had one, oh no, how many more pictures did I have for this? 2 more. And this is 11 and 12. Oh no, 10. Oh, this is the back. of this. So there's nothing on the back here, so I need something. A 4x3 card for this, and a 4x3 card for this. The one thing that I have to say about all of these collections is I feel like I don't have anything that is sea related, as weird as that is. Everything is sort of either road or plain or, well, even bus, like you can see here. I don't think there's a boat on here. Not really. That's, I think, something I'm gonna have to try to look for is more boat stuff. I'm gonna cut this out. It says travelogue, and I wanna put maybe a little title that says like travelogue, basket seasick. So I'll cut that out. I'll go ahead and cut this out. I'm still gonna need something for that blank spot, but that might be where I just put together some scraps and create a card kind of out of nothing. So I'll use this. Really my only theme as I'm going through this stuff other than travel is I know that this is all water related, so I'm kind of just sticking with blue, but I don't need everything to match. I think I explained that in one of my other videos. I kind of like when project life doesn't match, or when a themed album doesn't match and you haven't used just one set of paper from start to finish, because it keeps it interesting as you're flipping through every page. Your eye doesn't kind of get tired, maybe isn't the right word, but it adjusts to the colors, it adjusts to the look, it adjusts to seeing the same things over and over again. So if you throw in something that's a little bit different, a different style, just a slightly different color scheme, even if you have most of the album matching and you just throw a few odds and ends in to kind of liven things up, I think it makes going through the album really interesting. So this is gonna be this is actually day 5, and everything I think in here now has a card. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stick it to the side, and then as I go through embellishments I can throw more stuff in. Let's do the next day. So I think, how did I do this? The next day I have these pictures, I think. So I kept these in their little pocket page because I just wanted to make sure that I remembered where they kind of went in the page. So these pictures and an embellishment or journaling card will be my day 4. So really bright colors. This house is super bright. I don't know if you can see it here. Bright house, just sort of, you know, scenery, and then this is an embellishment card, so kind of the sky's the limit with this one. So let me find maybe some fun, bright stuff. Like this could work. Travel far and wide. Okay, we'll cut that out. That can be the empty spot, and then maybe I can just do a little bit of journaling here and here, and kind of document what we're doing, where we're going. The other pictures are sort of taking up a lot of the main space, but they do need a card in the back. So do like this. It says, escape and breathe the air of new places. Maybe I will cut that. And obviously anything that I don't use from each day, I can just keep with me to use for something else on, you know, any of the other days. That's the thing about traveling. I do want to limit myself. I don't want to have a ton of supplies because then you kind of get bogged down, I think, which is why these page kits are really good. But at the same time, I do want to have a few different options. just in case something catches my eye right now, but when I'm actually putting them together, I don't have that same vibe, then, you know, I have a little bit of flexibility. So that kind of works, but I do need some sort of background. This could actually work because I kind of do like the green on there as the background, and on the other side, it's just some general maps. So I kind of like the green, so I think I'm gonna cut from over here. I'm not even all that worried that this won't be, 1, 2, 3, 4, that this won't be the right direction. I'm okay with that. So that is one thing. And then I'm sure I probably have some other kind of food related things in these puffy stickers. Not coffee though. Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. I have one embellishment at least. Anything food related on this? Could probably put, this one says loving this. Put it in one of the, I know I don't have paper yet and I keep breaking my own kind of rules that I'm telling you, but when stuff catches my eye, I just kind of want to do it. Might just throw that in there. Nothing else really food related there. Let me put these away. I do know I have other food stuff. I'm just not pulling that stuff out quite yet. I want to work with what's on my desk and then kind of go from there. Anything here kind of food related? Not really. Okay. Let's get some papers to go with this stuff. Again, this is not super travel themed, so I can go ahead and pick papers and colors and all of that I think are gonna work. So I kind of like the yellow, it just brightens things up a little bit. And then maybe these three and kind of do like white, yellow, red. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll cut those into squares. All these little sections that I'm cutting off can go into just my general supplies. And so now I've got kind of this happening, or you know, it might not end up that way. What I think I'll do, will I number these? No, I think I'm gonna go with the flow once I actually start putting them together. So I have this loving this, I have let's eat, and I have the pictures with the papers. Let's move on to the next set of pictures, and then I can start adding extra embellishments and stuff like that. So these are done. Oh, they'll actually go in here, I think. Next set here, I have some murals. So this is number 6. So it's some murals. There's already a card here. I just need to add some embellishment. And let's see, I'm gonna put remember today in there because I feel like that will work. And I can also maybe put a camera. Maybe I'll go for orange. I'll put the camera. I can put take the scenic route. Does that make sense? No, because I'm not, my other card isn't really a scenic route type card, I think. Other card is me actually scrapbooking at the hostel that we stayed at. And it, again, is on the back of a card. And this card actually already has some wood veneer on it, so I might want to just do flat embellishment on there. So is there something that says here and there, explore? Looking for maybe something that sort of implies like occasionally you have to take a break. We'll see. I'm sure I have something. And then, am I doing a third one on this? Yes, I think so. Because this is all from the same, we stayed at a hostel the one night because there's no hotels where we were. The town was too small. So I think I will add these ones as well. Yeah. Okay, so this also has a card. I do like the idea of like the here and there or something along those lines. So I think
Mama, have you, Mama?
In a second, Mama's just trying to finish a video. So I'm gonna do this because I do like that, and maybe, I'm not really sure when else I would ever use first class. It's just not something I'll probably ever use, so we'll go ahead. Maybe I'll put that little dot in there, and maybe like this little dot is kind of in a random spot. This little dot can go in there, and might as well just do this one. So 3 little dots. I think they'll all look really good on the blue. Yeah, okay. So those cards are pretty easy. I think what I'm gonna need to do is probably take some of this stuff and back them, because they're gonna need something maybe to help the pictures stand out a little bit. There we go. Actually, I kind of have this yellowy vibe going, so what if I just take this? It could be a layer, or it could be just some matting. So I'll throw that in there as well. Yeah, because everything I have is blue or there's green. So the yellow will kind of pop, I think, from that. So that works. So now I only have 1 day left for pictures, and then I can clear some of this paper and we'll go through some of the embellishments. Now this is us getting off of the ferry. So I think what I'm gonna do is grab the one that I had here that says on our way. So that kind of makes sense to me. I don't know, I kind of want this, but I don't think it'll actually have enough space to stand out. But I do think I want to add a little red. There is some red in here, and I just want something to kind of break up more of that color. On this, I think I'll add this Picture Perfect. Obviously, I'm throwing it all into the bag, and now I say I'm putting these together, but when it actually comes time to create, that may not be what ends up. But I kind of like the idea of Picture Perfect. And this last picture is also us getting off the ferry, and the sun, it was sunrise, the sun was rising. So that could work for the Picture Perfect too, but also it could do a life, Sweet Life. We could, let me see, I pulled this out. I could probably get this to go across like that. Maybe I'll put this in, but I'll also put the letters. So I have the letters and I have the punch out. Can I punch them back in? Let's see. Okay, so I'll throw this stuff in, and then we can start going through, because there's also that car right here that says let's roll. That could work too. Okay, those are my little page kits. So now I'm gonna clean up all the papers, and then I will come back and we can throw some embellishments into each of these, or maybe just into the kit itself, and get this all finished up and wrapped up. Okay, my desk is tidy. Let's go ahead and add a bit more ephemera. I have my little scissors, I have adhesive, I have a little star punch, and little man took my heart punch, but it's blue. I'll throw it in there as well. Let me grab this bag. It had a lot of the stuff that was in the box before I emptied it out. If you remember, I just dumped it all in here. So I have more branding strips in lots of bright, fun, summery colors. So I'll throw those in there. I really liked these other papers. Not sure how to cut this one, but I think what I'll go ahead and do is just cut them as maybe like a 4x6 card. And then that way, if I did want to cut this, maybe make that its own card or something. I was thinking of bringing this, because this is something I've been trying to get used up for a long time. I don't know. This could be something I could go ahead and maybe make some embellishment clusters with. Fussy cut out the flowers, maybe put them onto this, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of cut this into sizes that I think will fit in here. Okay, that works. Kind of liked that. I could bring this. I like both sides of it. Then I did have all these little fun bits that are kind of summery, so they can go in there. I have my enamel dots, my little letters. There might be some words I can spell, maybe not. And I have these cards and other little bits that are all gonna go back in. My sequins definitely will go back in. I don't think I need these. Oh Happy Day could work, and the Happiest could work. It's kind of that peachy color, so I already know I have a couple pages that have a little bit of that peach color in there, so that could work. I'm gonna pull this out just in case it ends up not being enough space. I don't use punches a lot, so I'm okay if I don't have it. It's just one of those things that I can bring and use if I want. Here's some other kind of summery stickers. Definitely some labels, because again, those are the types of things that I can make some embellishment clusters with. Here's the other one. These are really fun sequins as well. I do use a lot of sequins. And then I'll put my washi tapes in there. So I've got a little bit of washi. And then I have my page kits that obviously have some stuff in them as well. So, okay. I think that might be it. I don't think I have room to put a bunch of other embellishments, so I'm not going to try to force it. I just need to rearrange things a little bit so that everything sits flat, because there's some empty space under here. There we go. And there is some empty space over here, so I might actually be able to bring these punches. It's deceptive how much stuff you can actually fit into this box, because there is still lots of space right here. I do want those just in case I need to make notes on anything. Scissors, adhesive. Okay, I went searching for elastics and I couldn't find any. My kids have taken them all. I don't know what project they were working on, but they are all gone. So I'm gonna have to buy some new ones, but I wanted to show you what it is I actually do with the elastics. So basically, when you have it closed and you've got 2 elastics on here, do I have another one I can pop out easily like that? No. Nope, 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 that's okay. Pretend that there's 2. So then what I would do is, I've got my card here, and I go ahead and I hold it down. So 1 elastic on this side, 1 elastic on this side, and then I can hold it down, I can move it around. If I am sitting on a chair or I'm sitting somewhere where I might need it on a bit of an angle, it kind of holds my card in place. If I'm driving in the car, or I guess if I'm a passenger in the car, 2 elastics work really good because then I can work on my lap and kind of hold it on my lap, and I know that my card is in place there, and then I can, you know, use my adhesive rather than trying to find a place where I can work on it. I mean, sometimes I'll do, you know, something like this if I'm at a desk or whatever, but so that's why I like having the elastics. It holds it down. Then I could just have a little pile of stuff out that I know I'm going to use and work on this one card. When I'm done, pop it back in, take out another card, or in this case, the whole baggie. I kind of like the baggies now, I have to admit. I don't normally put them in individual baggies, but I kind of like this concept. So this is something that I'm always adapting and changing, and I think I'm gonna make this change and just always have extra baggies in here. So I could actually take the whole thing out, and then I have my little baggie with my supplies, and then just work on it here. And so I like having the elastics just in case, you never know. But that is it for me. That is all of my page kits in my kit, ready to go. There are scissors in here, adhesive in here, sequins, all the stuff that I need to get these cards put together. Or again, like I said, I've got some extra pieces that are, in my case, tags, but larger pieces of paper and stuff, so I can make some embellishment clusters with this too as I'm traveling, and I've got lots of crafty stuff I can do. So if you have any questions, you can leave them for me down below. Thank you so, so much for watching, and stay tuned for all of these pages, or little, I guess, cards being put together. Please check out the links below for Sheila and Kristen and Moira and Shannon and Christy. And until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to me. What about the channel?